Hello and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. This time we're going to be talking about mods. Now, a lot of people have asked me about my mod setup over the last while, especially with all the guides that I did, especially the hunter ones. So I thought I may as well just show you my current setup. Now, this isn't going to be a guide, because really that's a little bit beyond the scope of what I have time for at the minute. So it's going to be more of just a walkthrough, tell you the different things that I use, how I use them, that sort of thing. Now, first of all, let's go about action bars. For them I use, where is the damn thing? Honestly, there we go, Bartender 4. Great mod, lots of very customizable, usable, I think it's great. As you can see, things are a little bit cluttered over here, and honestly, this is not the best way I could do things. But, for example here, for like my mounts, I just have it so that if I click Alt and left click, that mounts me, which is really quick. Probably a nice one for the PvPers if you can mount quickly in like open world PvP. So there's one thing I do. I just have those transparent because, you know, don't need them to be there. Same goes for my like hunter thing. It's transparent because honestly I have all these remembered off by heart, so I just need the hotkeys to do, so that's fine. Now this little bar here, oh cold, sorry. That used to be down here, but I ended up moving it over there so I have room for the Blizzard. You know when like Blizzard tracking like corruption or that kind of thing. So yeah, that's all bartender stuff. Really, the keybinds sort of make sense, I suppose. Now, you might be a little bit confused about why I have it in this strange kind of grid, this 3x4 grid. The reason for that's because I use a Razor Naga. So it's very intuitive, it makes sense, and it's just the setup that I'm used to. I think it's also very space efficient, and I can see, if I'm like zoomed in here, I can see sort of around, I can see my character's feet very well. It keeps my eyes around there, and also I can sort of see where my mouse is now, which is nice in case there's something coming for you. So there's that. In terms of unit frames, let's see, I think these are shadowed unit frames. That's /SUF, I think. Pretty heavyweight add-on actually, because it takes a while to load up. But it's just a nice unit frame add-on. I think it's clean. It's very customizable, which is great. I just use its defaults. It's like default buff thingy, which is fine. It does the job. In terms of cooldowns and stuff, let's just attack this guy. As you can see, Omni CC is what puts the numbers on my action bar buttons as cooldowns. You can see there the really cool effect of the legendary cloak. Legendary cloak's awesome. I know a lot of people said it didn't feel great, but honestly, I think it's pretty fantastic feeling. Sorry, still got the cold. Nothing I can do about it. So there's that. Cast bars are quartz, I think. Whatever, cast bar is a cast bar. Now this little thing here, I usually just used to use JS Hunter bar, but I think I use another power bar here, but essentially it's just a power bar. Now the thing that I suppose I get asked about the most is my setup with cooldowns. And to properly test that, we need a target dummy, so let's head back to the Vale. But I think it's a very cool setup. I'm actually kind of proud of how I got it. I don't know if like that many other people use them. So yeah, let's head on back. One little fun fact, the Mogu on that loading screen is Nourishan, and nobody really knew who he was until this patch, so there you go, that's the Mogu on the loading screen for the Vale. Now, let's get ourselves over to some of those lovely target dummies, and I can show you what this setup is. It's using a mod called Tell Me When. Tell Me When's a fantastic mod for tracking your cooldowns and that kind of thing. So, it's just, I don't know, why am I misdirecting to my pet? That doesn't make any sense. First of all, let's just go full retard, and as you can see, that top one where my mouse is now, that's the Bestial Wrath cooldown. Below that is the effective Bestial Wrath, so that really lets me know it's helpful for timing, so I can get 2 kill commands in each Bestial Wrath, which is nice. That's pretty self-explanatory. That's, you know, just the cooldown for rapid fire and then the duration below it. And I'll show you one last thing. If I can get a few stacks of... Why am I not getting any stacks of focus fire? Huh? Why is my pet not getting frenzy? Well, this is very bizarre, isn't it? My pet is not getting frenzy. What? This is ridiculous. Let's click on my pet. Yeah, no stacks of frenzy. What the hell's going on? Well, anyway. Enough of that, but basically all you need to know is that when focus fire does work, and I don't know why it is, the duration for it's displayed as well. I find these very useful because, say if I want to pre-pot, it means it just helps me time my pre-pot so I can line up with as many, not pre-pots, my pot during the fight, I can line up with as many different things as possible, which is very handy. So yeah, that's really that, and it's also just nice to be able to see everything when it comes off cooldown. It really helps you just never miss a cooldown, because not only do you have it up here, but you also have the numbers flashing down here, so you just have so much information blasted at your face. In terms of other things, I use SCADA as a damage meter. It's very, it's got lots of things. It's pretty much like Recount, they're pretty similar, but SCADA's just got some nice little, I don't know, they're essentially the same thing, let's be honest. For chat, usually I use Chatter. For some reason I haven't installed it yet. I think this is just the default Blizzard one. Honestly, it does the job of the Blizzard one. I really do need to clean up my UI though. Other things, I should probably talk about macros. I'll show the ones I use. These are all old, I don't use them. Let's see, Bestial Wrath. So show tooltip, Bestial Wrath, that makes it show the Bestial Wrath tooltip. This macro here, what it does is Bestial Wrath, Rabid, and then kill command. Now, because Bestial Wrath is off the global cooldown, and so is Rabid, it pretty much means that both of these are effective for when kill command hits, which is very nice. So there's that. The other thing I use, I have misdirections for individual tanks. The only reason I have that's because I can just, slash target the tank, cast misdirection, target last target. I just hit a button, and these are on Alt 3 and Alt 4 for me. Not the best setup, but whatever. It's kind of to muscle memory now, so I don't need to bother with focus targets and that kind of thing. I also use this very handy pet empty one. If you have the glyph of misdirection, it pretty much gives you infinite misdirection to your pets, so just slash tar pet, slash cast misdirection, slash target last target. Very easy. Other things I use. Where's my big killing one? I can't see it here. Which is, there we go, burst. So, this is the most complicated one I use. If you're not in combat, it will use your Vermin's Bite, that's the agility potion. It will also use Dive and Dash, which are pet movement abilities. So you click this about 2 seconds, 1 second before the fight, i.e. this is your pre-pot, so it'll pre-pot and give your pet its speed boost ability. Then when you get in combat, you click it again and it'll do Rapid Fire, Stampede, Rabid. So pretty much to start a fight off, you pre-pot with this, you then right click to engage combat with the enemy. You then hit this again, it does Rapid Fire, Stampede, Rabid, then you do the kill command one, which will do, not the kill command, where's the kill command one? Sorry, the Bestial Wrath kill command one, which will do Bestial Wrath kill command. This just cuts down on so many button presses, and it makes your entire rotation, like for the opener, way nicer. It's funny, like, I've been able to peak at 525,000 damage during my opener and raids, which is very nice, and that was without the Heroic Cloak, or not the Heroic, the Legendary Cloak. Very nice cloak, by the way. Really like it. So, yeah, that's the base. Let's just, I don't know. Screw it. Let's go. Of course, I won't hit anywhere near those numbers because I don't have the multitude of buffs I would normally have. Buffs are such a large part. So, yeah, let's... Oh, forgot to engage my pet in combat. Always a nice thing to do. Wonder what I can get. There we go. Things just procced. So, we're going to hit maybe 300k? Yeah, 309k. Maybe more, I just kind of cocked up my rotation a little, 333. Hey, see, mods, add-ons, they really help you out, but what really is great is getting macros that can cut down on the amount of button presses you need to make per second, because that means that you can, it's sort of, the whole button pressing affair is easier. I'm not doing my rotation great here, I've kind of fucked that up, but whatever. It means you're doing less button presses per second, so your mind is more free to make sure that you're like executing your rotation in the complete optimal ordering, which means your DPS will be fantastic. And also, it's just a nicer experience, I think, than the default UI, which I really don't think's that good. Like, it's so dated, it's not been updated in ages. So yeah, I'm going to also resurrect my mod series. I'm going to do more mod videos, I think that would be really good. So that's the thing. And lots of good things afoot. Now, the day after this video comes out, I will do a Korkron Dark Shaman kill video. Basically a cool sort of guide thing. Now, one of the things I should probably say is, like, at the time of recording this, I haven't even killed Dark Shaman yet, but I'm very sure I guild will tomorrow, so hopefully that'll happen. That's such a cool spell effect. I don't know why, I really like the cloak. But anyway, enough rambling. There's a basic overview of the mods I use. It's not that complicated, it's pretty lightweight, but it does do the job well. I don't use a map add-on, I just use the default, like, map thing, because I don't see any need to, like, change it up. Anyway, that's it for me. Oh, wait, I forgot to talk about my boss mods. I use bigwigs, it's pretty much it and the other one, the one that everyone used to use, DBM. They're kind of similar. I prefer bigwigs for a few small reasons, but that's really it. There's not really much to say. It's not the sort of thing that you show people and they're like, oh, that's new. A boss mod, everyone uses one. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.